Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to episode 16 of Coffee and Combat. I'm down here in Team Rhino and Fingers with Brian Big Sexy Draper. Thanks for coming on, Brian.
No problem, brother.
Very well, few names there, obviously. We can call him now Ireland's answer to Roy Big Country Nelson.
I'm telling you, bro, Big Sexy is a mad name.
That's a good one.
Another one here, I'll give you a gas when me March would have started when I was only like 17. No, younger. I was 15, bro. Come up here, done my first in-house competition. We had like 7 matches that day. Yeah, we ended up winning. And outside in the car, I swear to God, she asked me, I have your nickname. My man's as mad as me. That's where I heard from. And I goes, what? She goes, the Dominator. Bro, we got out of the car and I walked out to the bleeding gate nearly. I said, I was only 15, mad awkward. I was like, don't be calling me the Dominator. That's weird.
The Dominator Draper.
Awesome. It's not a bad name, bro. Yeah, but if I wanted to be a bleeding OnlyFans model, maybe, bro. You know what I mean? Not fucking
a fucking gimp suit job, not the Dominator Draper. Paddy McCarthy gave you a good one.
Oh, big curtains, bro. Yeah.
Better, you could go a bit edgy with it, right? Because you could say like the rapist. The rapist Draper.
Bro, we were only. Bro,
you'll be looking at
listen, now, bro. It's D/raper. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. They was born on cop on the way down the corner last week. They're going down the corner a few of the boys, and he just thought we were laughing, having a bit of joke, and he just goes, "Bro, we never realised that like if you just take D, it actually spells raper." Like, you know, it was like.
Right, Brian. So for people who might not know yet, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a former kickboxing, K1 kickboxing world champion, jiu-jitsu, purple belt, and a lifelong martial artist. And I love this sport almost as much. No, I'm not going to say as much as my kids, but I mean, if kids want to think this is my thing, you know what I mean? I know how people love dogs, but that don't kids think they love dogs, like, treat my babies, you know? Genuine, this sport is like, just when I was 12 years of age, bro, I found this, and then what's mental, my dad died when I was 8 years old. Right. And he used to be mad into going to the Balbriggan market. That's a lot of my memories I have from like probably like you only start remember 5 to 8 would be going to the markets on Sunday bro, and getting loads of DVDs, pirated DVDs, you know what I mean? Allegedly pirated DVDs. And when I was like 12, bro, I found the movie Warrior. Do you know Tom Hardy, bro? And I remember watching it, and ever since we watched that movie, man, I told my man, I was like, man, we want to do this. And then it didn't happen for like another year, and then I found my first MMA gym. Bro, I want to think of this. The gym is called Warrior.
Right, yeah.
On the Ballyboggan Road. It was an affiliate team, Rhino. You know what I mean? It was an affiliate. It was Dottie who's the physiotherapist in Team Rhino. He's like a lifelong martial artist as well. But he opened up his own gym in like 2014 it was. Right. 2014, and that's where I found it, bro.
But that was just going to ask you, when did you start joining the MMA? So that was, you started off kickboxing first before you found the MMA gym?
Yeah, so kickboxing since I'm 6 years of age, bro. Yeah. So hurling and kickboxing and boxing, they were my teams growing up, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like I wasn't much of a footballer, playing football and all, it was more, I love hurling. Yeah. I played Gaelic as well, but after like I got to a certain age, I just really liked playing hurling, bro. Yeah. I just loved the carnage of it, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it is a man.
There's a lot of like MMA fighters, especially like Muay Thai fighters, and you look at them and they used to be hurlers, and like, that just goes nearly
used to breaking things off their shin bones, bro. That's
what I mean. Like they're paying there.
Oh, your hands used to be in a hoolie. I remember there was a point when there was actually one of the reasons because I had to make a decision like between hurling because I was just after making the Dublin development squad for hurling.
Right, yeah.
Under 16.
It's decent.
I was decent, yeah, bro. It was good, yeah. And then I was in Warrior. This was like a year and a half into Warrior, and I had to make a decision. Bro. I was like, am I gonna continue full on with hurling? Because I'm a type of person where I can't do two things at once. Can't, bro. I'm all in or I'm all out. You know what I mean? That's why I don't party. Not that I was ever a bad party. I drank like 3-4 times my whole life. Did you? I had my first drink when I was 18. I'm very lucky, bro. I had a very strong marriage. You know what I mean? Sure, I had to be too young for the same age. Yeah. Growing up with fingers, bro. You know what I mean? 100%. And we have a history of it in my family. Do you get me? So it was like, so I either go all in or I'm all out. So I had to make a decision. Like, am I going to go all in on hurling or all in on MMA? And like, I literally just was like, me feeling was just towards like the gut feeling. That first time I told me listen to my gut, and I was so scared and nervous, bro, because I was at the like till that point I suppose making Dublin was my whole existence. The same way right now, you know what I mean? Signing with Cage Warriors and then making it to UFC, like that's my whole existence, I think personally. It was like that, bro.
Yeah. And I know we just said this off camera. You have 2 young children, like, so how do you balance like life, training to get to Cage Warriors, to get to UFC, the mad schedule it takes to be an MMA fighter, and as well as a family life as well? Because I know, like, my missus now, she crucified me there the other day. I told her I was training for another fight, because you know, like, it takes up a lot of your time, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be coming home from work now and going straight out training, so she just says to me, like, it's hard on them. I remember before I had last fight, she just goes, you better fucking win this fight now, off the bleeding time, just love me with the kids, you know what I mean?
From my board, did you say the same thing?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, so it's good, like, so how do you you have to just find the balance and the middle ground with them, don't you?
It's first of all you have to have a good partner.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
And that's just I could go and say it a million different ways and try to lace it up nicely, but that's just the fact of it. If you have a good support system around you, bro, you can do it. You know what I mean? But does it make it any easier? And them absolutely not. Like, so she's like personally, like your board same, obviously.
Yes.
My board same. But that's what she literally said to me though before. She actually said to me after the fight. She goes, "If you didn't win that fight," she said, "I was not gonna sleep in the same room with you." She was like, I actually told your match was like, she can say no.
Yeah.
She was like, we wouldn't be able to look at you.
Right.
But
not in a hateful way.
Not in a hateful way, but and the reason why, this is why I really want to get this across on this, because I took a huge risk 2 weeks ago fighting Kyle,
Yeah.
And like people may go, damn it, how's it a risk? Because I had already signed to go professional with the biggest organisation in Europe.
Yes, exactly.
And because they weren't able to match me until February, now they're going to, so this is what they were telling me, like a week before I accepted the fight, I'm like, right, am I going to fight this fella? What happens? And I'm human.
Yeah.
What if I lose?
The head.
You know what I mean? What if I lose? You know what I mean? And then I'm going to look like a tick.
Well, you seen that when you did when you got your hand raised, it was like an outpouring of emotion.
Bro, it was
like
relief, bro. It was relief, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a serious relief simply because I was like, right, I'm meant to do this.
Yeah,
because I'm very close to God, bro, and I kind of had that conversation with him. And I was like, before, I was like, God, if this is, like, I'm doing this a long time, bro. Yeah. I know you're unqualified scaffolder by trade, like, and I have a family business and all there with my uncle and stuff. And it's flourishing, bro. And like, I could really be doing well for myself. And I chose to live this fighter lifestyle while having 2 kids, while having a house, while having a missus. You know what I mean? I still chose like less than probably a third of the wages that I could be on. You know? Now, granted, I would be out of the house a lot more on site, stuff like that, early mornings, late evenings.
Exactly,
You know, so there is a sacrifice there as well. And I obviously getting to like be a PT, be a coach, you kind of like I get to drop my daughter to school every morning.
You can make
like,
your own routine around 100%.
But the finances don't add up, but it is what it is. It's a sacrifice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, even saying that as a sacrifice in one way, like I wouldn't like be on the other end of the scale. Like I wouldn't miss all that dropping the kids to school and even working Saturdays to miss the young football matches and all that. You know what I mean? So there's give and take in it as well. I mean, it's even that side. I love that side of it as well. But on the other side of it, then just life and pressure and all that.
Life,
it's hard to
100%.
gets in the way sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's what the conversation was I had with God. It was like, I can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? I'm out, this year I got qualified in scaffolding, advanced scaffolding. Now I'm like, right, I need clarity. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I need you to show me this. And I swear to God, bro, on my children's life, I was in the shower before because I came in. I was doing a bit up the yard, and I got home and I got a shower and I came straight up here.
Yeah.
But in the shower, that's what the conversation was having with God, because I was at that 3 promotions were on to me, and all 3 fights, other promotions, not cage warriors, and all 3 fights didn't come through for professional. So I was like, fuck, I was really just, you know what I mean, feeling it, but I was starting to feel a bit sorry for myself, to be honest with you. I was, but it was, because I just sort of kept a strong head since April, since my opponent pulled out from Cage Warriors debut. You know what I mean? A couple of on the mat warming up, Andy Walker, and you were getting called out in Cork. Right. And I started laughing. And I was thinking, pro, lovely. He goes, oh, he's a pro. Fortunately, I said to him, no. Right. Deflated.
Hard tank.
I was like, Andy, honestly, I'm not fucking amateur. I was like, blah, 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 my heart's out, pro, all this type of stuff. So he was like, I will see. He ended up accepting him, not telling me. It was in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? And he was like, you're not going to get a pro fight in 3 weeks. Just take it. He was like, he actually texted me. He was like, he goes, I accepted that fight. Just take it. Keep you ready before you go into the pro ranks. And I literally took that as, that was, because I literally had a conversation 3 hours before in the show. I asked him, please give me clarity. And that was the clarity. So I just decided to trust him. I was like, right, I trust you. And I wasn't nervous at all right until I was walking out. And I remember they came to me then, I was thinking, if I live, no, you know what, bro, when it really had to hit me, bro, he hit me a calf kick, I usually calf kick people, but I got calf kicked hard without shin pads on for the first time, really. And my God, it hurt bad, And I remember thinking for a split second when he caught me with the calf kick, my foot went dead for a second. And I remember thinking, why did I get finished with leg kicks? I was thinking, hardly, you know what I mean? And then it was just like, actually from that moment, then I remember, the next time I saw anything was like going into the bleeding, third round. And the boys were like, will you stop trying to knock him out? They were like, will you just touch him? And I was like, yeah. Straight out of the game, I was just trying to get a knockout.
That's what happens when you're into the game plan, just goes out the window. You're just thinking.
But usually great at following game plans. This fight, bro, it was because I was in my mind, I was like, added pressure, obviously. And then I was thinking, we want to spark this fella, clip it, send it straight to Ian Dean and go, look what you're at making me do. You know what I mean? And I'm a bloke that didn't need to fight me. You know what I mean? I'm caving him out. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But
sorry, get that off my chest.
So as a heavyweight, then you haven't got the added pressure of like intense weight cuts around like that. You know what I mean? So that's a handy.
I will though eventually. Though.
You will. You want to
go to absolutely. Bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, like whether like I can go, like I don't know, because
have you tried yet?
I've got loads of 100 kilos. You know what I mean? But like that was like years ago. You know what I mean? Like the lowest I kind of get nowadays is around 107 and stuff like that. I feel unbelievable at that weight. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, your face gets very, very lean. Do you know what I mean? Like I know, like I still have a little bit of a belly, bro, but like I have a medical issue that like kind of holds on to stomach fat because I have cirrhosis, which is an autoimmune disorder, affects your gut, and the medication that I'm on for it that doesn't, so it allows me to get in a cage, take the t-shirt off without having cirrhosis all over me. That the form of that is bloating, bro, in the belly. So like I find, so that's why like I find it very hard to like lose that stomach fat. You know what I mean? So I do want to try go to light heavyweight, but also I don't want to also like Andy always says like you're a big bloke, like stop thinking you're like when I stand beside light heavyweight, like James Webb, the cage light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, he looks like he's a welterweight champion.
Yeah.
And it's just because I've had a thing in my head all like being a fat person growing up.
Right,
So you just think like they're not big, you're fat.
Right,
You know what I mean? You're always been told you're not big, you're fat.
Yeah, but then fighting it's a different ballgame though.
Or 100%, like I've pinned so many, like I fought all them shapes and sizes,
yeah.
and I pinned them out. And I tell you what, bro, I always spar with light heavy or with middleweights and welterweights in this gym. And it's very, very high pace. I swear on you, bar Trevor McKengo, bro, the only other guy that's as fast as me and some of that we short share that thing, that like we're both athletic, fast, heavyweights, light heavyweights.
Yeah.
Every other heavyweight, bro, I play with them.
Yeah.
Genuinely, you know what I mean? And like, obviously, I've lost some fights, so I can't say I played with all of them, but even look at them fights, like I didn't lose, I ran out of time, and that's just true being told them, that's not me coping. That's just reality. Watch the fights. I could stop once, bro, in 20 fights, you know what I mean? I was against a Dagestani who's from the same village as Khabib, you know what I mean? And I'm not joking, this fella was a mongo, bro. It's crazy. And like, he didn't take me down for one round until I got tired. You know what I mean? Then he got me fair enough. Oh, yeah. But still, I was actually headbutting his fist when he was punching me around the ground. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up, so the ref was like, defend yourself, I start doing that, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, fuck it, they're not. The ref like, stop. Bleeding head, man.
Class. And like there was loads of heavyweight action on last night. Did you watch any of it?
Absolutely, bro. Tom Aspinall is one of my heroes.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Like I've seen a lot of people give him stick. Like when I immediately saw it, I was like, that's mad. Like, and because the yoke went so deep into one eye and he was holding the other eye, I was like, what's going on? He's holding the wrong eye there. But you know, obviously two.
It was the scratch.
It was the
You
scratch.
have to understand it was these two and this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was like that one got pressed.
One of them went in and the other one just scratched.
Because where do you push away? And I know this is crazy. This is how Blaine ADHD was. This is how much
goes,
think. Think what way your hand goes when he punches. When he pushed like that, of course that side is going to be more because you don't push your hand away like that. Yeah, exactly. You push away like that. You extend away. So when he pushed off him, it was them fingers that went in, but them fingers pulled, and you can see it, bro. They pulled. Was pulling his eyeball around. Look, do I think Tom Aspinall's a quitter? Absolutely not. Like that is crazy to say that. Anybody that says that is genuinely stupid. And that's not me being mean. That's me being just truthful. Like, that's an idiot if you think that. Like, and then even like as far as the takedown goes, oh, well, he defended his takedown. That wasn't a takedown attempt. Watch it. He doesn't throw any hands before it. He's moving, he jabs, and then he feints, and then he goes to take him down. You know what I mean? He's not driving the takedown. It's 2.5 minutes into a heavyweight fight, fourth round. You're not going to try to take him down straight away. You're going to move him. You're going to give him the look first. Exactly. He gave him the look first, bro. He went to the hips, went straight to the body lock.
What did you think of Gan?
He looked way better. He looked way better. But why was Tom getting hit so much? Like, fair enough, he stepped in to throw a shot, and that shot that busted his nose. Fair enough, that was a lovely shot. That was a step. That was a left hand. But why was Tom getting jabbed so much? Was because he was standing. What was Tom Aspinall doing? Yeah, because he was looking to time off the jab to take him down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's why he was getting hit. You have to get in the fire if you want to get there. Where if Tom wanted to play that game of moving on the outside, he's the best in the world that we've seen that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking the two of them have sort of a similar style. You remember when Tom only started coming in, he was always real light on the feet, in and out. It was like point scoring nearly. And Cyril Gann was the very same. In all the good wins he had, like even the decisions that he won, he was like that. The reason why I thought Tom was going to win last night, obviously before that happened, was because Cyril against Gann, and against Jones. Obviously Jones was like, you know what I mean, what could you do? It was in a minute or 2 minutes into the fourth round. But even against Gann, he was real tentative looking. You know what I mean? It didn't look the same fighter. Like, and then I was thinking maybe it's because it's a title fight or something. Anyway, sometimes he gets in people's heads.
Absolutely, bro.
So I thought that might have played out the exact same way last night. But when I seen him there, I was like, Jesus, this is going to be a good scrappy. Like, and I knew that he had all the potential.
I thought it was going to be one of the best heavyweights.
So did I.
That's what I was looking. Like, it didn't look like. I didn't think it was going to be a fourth round finish. No, it was a minute left. But I genuinely, my prediction to myself was that it was going to be a second round submission.
Right, for Tom.
Yeah, I thought he was going to submit in the second round.
See, I was thinking that myself. I was like, I think this had potential to be a 5 rounder. But then the more you say it there now, I think if Tom did fail,
it would have been a 5 round with the way he was fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the way Cyril was fighting, if Tom was feeling the pinch, then he would have known, right, I can do what I want to him on the ground. So then I probably would have ended up going that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when people thought that he defended his takedown, it's like, look at that. Like, you obviously, whoever is saying that is like, you don't train MMA. You've never sparred before. You know what I mean? I shoot 10 bad shots in sparring. Not because I'm shooting a bad shot, I'm a bad shot, like bad at shooting. It's because I'm doing it purposely. I want them to, I'm not committing fully to it because I don't want to get sprawled on. I'm half committing to make him think, oh, he's going. But I'm not really going. I just want you to think I'm going. So then when I do go for the takedown later on, you're sort of like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
Easier, isn't he? Yeah. So, do you think there's more pressure on heavyweights to get knockouts? Like, I know obviously everybody looks at heavyweights, see big fellas, they want to see people getting sparred. The lower weights is not really like, I mean, people are really expecting to go 5 rounds or 3 rounds or in boxing 12 rounds. Do you think there's more pressure on a heavyweight to go out and perform like a knockout?
Absolutely, like it's the name of the game. It's literally the whole branding of it. You know what I mean? It's it's like it's get like heavyweights always get knockouts. That's what you see in the UFC. That's what's pushed. Gann is kind of the only guy that wins decisions but looks a little down. But then it kind of falls out. Like, I don't get many knockouts because I struggle. I figured this out. I had to go, and I'll be open and honest now. Yeah, we went to therapy and all. You know what I mean? Over and done. Sure, a little bit of sports psychology. Didn't really feel like it was for me. They're trying to kind of put narrative in my head, and I don't want any narrative in my head other than God's narrative.
Yeah.
They were like trying to make me hypnose myself.
Right, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, no, not that. That's not dealing with the problem.
Yes.
I wanted to figure out why am I not finishing these fellas like when I'm highly capable of it. You know what I mean? And honestly, bro, when I got the option to fight professional, when I made that, like I was shit scared, bro. You had to take that pro fight because it was 6-7 weeks notice. Fighting a bloke 4-1. The fella looked like bleeding Charles Bronson, bro. He was way bigger than me, you know what I mean? Way more experience. Vicious ground and pound with elbows. Like, you know what I mean? You get stuck on any heavyweight, bro. It's damage. It's damage. Like, to get up, you're eating elbows. If you stay down, you're eating elbows. So either way, you're eating elbows. But I remember, bro, something switched about 2 weeks before the fight, and I just made a decision in my head, bro. It was after one of my therapy sessions, or something clicked. It was like, it's because at amateur, bro, I was in the state of flow.
Right.
Always too much. It was a state of what flow. I was bringing what I was doing here, the flowiness, the sparring type thing. And I would only ever, you could see me landing combinations either in the third round or else at the end of the round. So I would go for it. You could see, because just trying to like secure the rounds. Where it's like, why aren't you just doing that from the start? You pin the head off. Right. When it's professional, bro, when it's another man genuine, like, it's hard to knock a bloke out, bro, in front of his family when he's gonna go home and he's going back to work Monday.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that. You know what I mean?
Job,
But when it's his
your
job and you're on cage, when you're in the real, you're not in a GAA hall, you're in an actual venue, and it's real, bro. I truly believe, and I'm not sure I talk the same, I truly believe that I rise to the occasion. I always have. My best performances have always been against my toughest opponents. You know what I mean? And that's why I was very excited. Like 2 weeks out, my fists were genuinely felt like to a vibrating with pins and needles. And I used to speak to my therapist about this. I'd be like, what is that? He was like, I don't know. He was like, I'm not going to give you a bullshit answer. He was like, that might be mental for you, but it clearly means something. He was like, and hold on to that, because if that's what's in your mind, because I could just not knew that when I throw now, I am going to put my fist through his face. No, like genuinely. And like, I'm going to be completely honest, because this is what this is about. Getting me out there against like some opponents. I won't name drop, but like a couple of opponents, like Clan Wars, for instance, one of them shows. And Andy knows. You can ask me, coach. Andy said it to me after. I pulled the shot. Why did I pull the shot? I don't know. You know what I mean?
A mental barrier thing.
It was a bit of a mental barrier. Why did I pull the shot? And I know the shot would have cleaned him. The shot would have put him out bad. You know what I mean? And I pulled the shot, and I know I pulled the shot, and I remember in the fight being fully present, thinking, and then going fuck to myself. Excuse me, like, that's what I said to myself. And then I was like back into it. You know what I mean? Back in. Can't wait to swing my fist as hard as I can.
Well, I thought that when I looked at him, I was like, I'd actually love to bleed hit
someone's hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, and it's like I don't feel guilty about it. When I used to think when I was fighting Dennis Perry and all, like, nicest bloke ever. Do you get me? I'm like, it's like, it's hard to want to smash his face in. You know what I mean? And my board now, she's match from Dawkins. You know what I mean? She'd be like to me and all, she'd be like, you have me thinking when I punch that fucking head in and all. I mean, I'll be like, she'd be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna win it all. And she knows now not be saying this, and I'll be like, what do you think I'm gonna win? I'll be like, yeah. Do you mean? Do you think, you're down to win, you need it and all. Like,
my word's exact same.
You used to find it hard to think like
that. You starting to like, like dip or anything like that, or see you get nervous, you're just like, you're already at the win. You know what I mean? You have it, you know all that. Like, it's good to have someone like that.
It is, bro. It is opposites, like, you know what I mean? Opposites attract the stars.
You mentioned it there a minute ago, like you were supposed to fight in April in Cage Warriors, like that fell through was because your opponent pulled out.
Yeah, so we got a call to say that he was injured and that they were looking for a replacement. They found 2 replacements. One fella asked for too much money, and we all know Cage Warriors is a huge platform. It's not the biggest pay in the world, simply because they put all of that money into the production, to give you the big platform that you need. You know what I mean? To get to the UFC. The fella was asking for mad money. And logically, I'm opening the show in Glasgow. I'm not going to sell a ticket because I'm going to sell probably 10 tickets because my family's going over. You know what I mean? But it's like, to them, it's like, he's not even bringing in any revenue. We're not going to pay someone that money. So fair enough, we understood that. And then the other fella, in Dane's words, he said he was not Cage Warriors worthy.
Right.
So I don't know what that means.
That was it then.
That was it. It was like obviously just some can. You know what I mean? Like that. Fair enough. Like, and at the end of that, I don't want that because I truly believe.
You don't want anybody tarnishing it. If you go out and get a win, you say, your man was only.
And then the UFC is remember, they look at records, bro.
Exactly,
I mean, I don't want some bloke going 7-0 and 8 on me beating record, bro. Do you know what I mean? I want that's what the against Vegas 4-1. The first fight. And after that, I would have fought someone that was 10-1. You know what I mean? It's just because it's in his hands, bro.
Exactly.
And if I'm standing across the case from somebody, this is what I think now. They are meant to be in front of me. And there's a lesson or there's a victory.
There's a path set out already.
That's it. And I'm about to go find out. Let's go. You know what I mean?
So, what's the plans now going forward for the future? I know Cage Warriors 200 is coming up now. You know what I mean? You want to get this man on that show, 100%. Ian Dean, Graham Boyle, and all Cage Warriors. You have to get this man on the show. Open it up. He deserves to be there in April. You're going to get him there next February.
100%, bro. I appreciate that.
That's the
plan. Look, I might have been offered a couple of things and they're not happening, right? And I genuinely believe, because I think I am going to open the show on the 21st of February. I think everybody wants to see that.
100%.
Not just, I'm in this game a long time, and you can know me, bro. I'm not a boaster. I'm not that type of guy, I give back. I'm in the gym. I'm a coach. I love this sport, And Cage Warriors, genuinely, my first time walking into the Warriors gym, there's a fella called Martin Downey in the gym. He fought Cage Warriors back in 2014, and he had a pair of yellow Cage Warriors gloves on, and he had a pair of long camo top-out shorts, old school, serious old school, That was when that dream came to me. I was only 13, maybe 14, maybe, and I was looking at him going, Cage Warriors, and he showed me all the videos and pictures on his bleeding, on his all, I think it was a Samsung yoke, and it's like showing me the videos and all those pictures in the gym of him in the Cage Warriors cage, and I'm like, that's what I want to do, bro. And then long and behold, I end up in the gym like Team Rhino, like that's literally producing Cage Warriors World Champion since 2005, 2006, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, what you think, what's his name, Collins, not Steve Collins, but you know that the Jack Dempsey, is it? The very first original Irish heavyweight world champion, the first champion. Do you know what I mean? And listen to this, bro. He's my third cousin. Fuck off. On the Bible, bro. He's on the Dunn side, bro. On my nanny Rose's side, bro. He's related to me.
And you have a cousin in boxing as well, Keane Duggan, is it?
Keane Duggan and Bobby Duggan, bro. All my bro, my granddad's all boxers, bro. It's great. Like, there's a lot of boxing in my thing, but MMA is my type of wood. But anyways, I want to get back to Cage Warriors. You can't escape me, So Cage Warriors, the 24th of February. That's destiny, bro. And I'm not Luke Rockhold going on, like, you know what I mean? This is my destiny, man. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not a hippie and all like that. I'm just, it is. I know it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's on them to make it happen. Give me Jamie McDonald. I accepted on a certain amount of weeks, on a short notice, to fight him. You know what I mean? To go over there. Now do the same for me. Come over here. You know what I mean? Come over here. I'm going to sell loads of tickets. I'm going to sell more tickets, bro, from the people that are going to be probably on the show in the main card spots. So the fella that's opening the card is going to sell more tickets than the boys on the main card. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. Everyone on that nanny wants me to fight in Cage Warriors. People that don't even know what Cage Warriors is, they're just repeating the word. I'm like, are you fighting Cage Warriors? Are you fighting Cage Warriors? I'm making Cage Warriors famous in Dublin, man. In Finglas. You know what I mean? Maybe not Dublin, you know what I mean? Have loads of boys. I'm not going to be able to wanker. You know what I mean? But in Finglas anyways, you know what I mean? I will bring Keto, Alex bring the whole lot of branch. You know what I mean? Jer brings the whole lot of Ballymun. Barbie brings the whole lot of Coolock. I'm going to bring the whole lot of Finglas, Cabaret, Fisborough, Town. I'm bringing the whole lot because I know them all.
And your man would be mad not to do that because it's Cage Warriors 200.
Cage Warriors 200.
It's 10 grand for the leading fight and night price, you know what I mean? It's going to be an unbelievable event.
Bro, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. I said, it's not a money issue, man. Like, I've already done it for free for the last 20 odd fights. I'll do it for free. I'll make the debut for free. I don't care. I will fight before the show even starts. Just let me get in the pro ranks. You know what I mean?
Just give it to someone in the audience.
Just give me someone so I can give it to them. You know what I mean?
You're just eager to get that
Bro, because this is what my path is for, and I'm running out of time, bro. You know what I mean? It's like my goal before I had my first child was always to be in the UFC before I was 23, because the first person I found in the UFC was John Jones. First fight I ever watched was George St. Pierre versus Nick Diaz. But the first sort of person that I saw looked up to was John Jones, and he was like 23, youngest ever champion. And in my brain, that was always cemented in my head. I'm going to get to the UFC before I'm 23. I got to the IMAFs at 18, and I thought, this is it. I thought I silver medal. Oh my God, I'm coming for this. You know what I mean? And then next of all, boom, God gives me a child, and it's like just a whirlwind of everything just gets jumangoed up. You know what I mean? But now I'm here, and I've gone through. Thomas Carter actually said it to me. Fair play to him one time. He said, because I was struggling a bit with whether to keep going. This was like a year or two ago, and he's like, you're still here now. He was like 5, 6. How long are you doing this? Like 5, 6 years. He's like, if you're still here doing this, you're meant to do this. You know what I mean? He was like, and then I had the thought, if I wasn't meant to do this, I think I'm close enough to God. I think that he would have gave me a clear picture. I would have got smashed up. I would have got knocked out bad.
Or an injury or something.
Something bad that would have kept me up. I wouldn't have got all my losses by the skin of my teeth. I just didn't do enough yet. Didn't turn it on early enough. You know what I mean? I think this is for me, bro. This 100%. Is for me. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just know Cage Warriors, the 21st of February, bro. I am going to make my Cage Warriors debut.
Get this, man.
And truly, bro, I am going to go through whoever is in front of me, bro, because I believe it's destiny. You know what I mean? And now I don't have to. The lads in Team Rhino.
Get bleeding goosebumps sitting here now,
bro. It's just
a fight now.
Give me a man. You know what I mean?
We brought gloves. We got
100%, bro. I'm up for it. But yeah, so like all the boys, man, they all got that one. I've been saying it for years. I've worked at all the events. This year was the first year that I didn't hold the cage since Cage Warriors come back to Ireland and Dublin, because that's it now. I done my duties there. I was getting in, you know what I mean, making friends with everybody, being sound, happy to be here. But I'm not happy to be here anymore.
Page as you now.
Bro, I'm not a cage holder. I'm a fighter. Do you know what I mean? And the thing that bothers me is that you put all these guys, they build them up, and they only have stinkers, bro. Put me in that cage. I don't care, bro. Like, I'm gonna have a fight off somebody. You know what I mean? Like, and don't put me in there with some bleeding little crotch. If you do, you're gonna get made and knocked out, because now I can throw knees. Or he has me against the cage. I don't have to bleed. Deadlift him now. I can just elbow him. Do you know what I mean? But if you put me in there against somebody that's gonna come and have a fight, I promise you now, bro, they're not going to give me the 10 grand because you can't get the first bloke and 10 grand. But you never know. You never know. But you know what I mean? The rest of the show will go. You know what I mean?
Everybody falls.
Every nothing to fight for now. So, but they will be given an unbelievable walkout. The vibe I'm going to bring, bro. I'm telling you now, bro, it's going to be special. The vibe I'm going to bring, the performance I'm going to put in, and then the absolute madness on the mic afterwards. You know what I mean? It's going to be just insane, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be, it's like, I want to be that person, bro. I want to be that person for for the people, the younger people, and I don't mean that, and I don't want to get back to the young people.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't mean that. Genuinely, I didn't have a male role model growing up. See, I'm speaking so fast, I can't pronounce the words,
Right.
like, I didn't have a male role model growing up. You know what I mean? So I never had anybody to look at and go, well, I did, my granddad, but he was taken away. He was an Olympian, bro, and he was the only athletic person in my family. The rest of them are all off doing their own bits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was the only person, a positive light in my life that I looked at and goes, I want to be something great. You know what I mean? And then he was taken away from me when I was 16, bro, do you know what I mean? And I was just left here on my own to figure it out. And now I'm here 10 years later, about to do what I said I was going to do from when I was 14, 12 years on, a prophecy, my own prophecy, it's going to come true, do you know what I mean?
Savage.
So,
Yeah, that's where we are.
that's where we are, bro.
Lads, you know what to do. Get Big Sexy on the card, 24th of February.
Ian
Cage
Dean.
Warriors 200. Ian Dean, Graham Boyle and Cage Warriors. Get them on.
I
Open up the
told
card.
Graham Boyle back when Adam Darby made his debut in 2022 in the SSE Arena. I walked up to him, I touched him on the shoulder. He looked back at me like he was about to get bleeding robbed because I was standing there at home like, what's up, with a big buzz cut, yeah? And I said, I am going to take over your heavyweight division. I said, I am going to make your heavyweight division great again. That's what I said to him. And he looked at me, he smiled, he stood up, he shook my hand. He goes, I look forward to it. Well, Graham,
Here we go.
here am I. Send me!
Love it.
Let's
Thanks very
go.
much, man.
That was a biblical quote as well, bro.
Make sure you tune in. Help you come back. Keep following us. Follow me. Follow Brian. And stay tuned for more. Thanks very much.
Bro, that was sick.